Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Holistic Mystic Show. My name is Boston Summer. For those of you who don't know who I am a folk healer, a quantum energy healer. I've been in this practice, in this space for over 10 years. And I really love showing up here to these spaces to talk about these important topics. And right now in my life, I feel really called to be talking about these deeper layers of how we can grow, how we can tend to our soul and develop so that we can be the person we want to be. We can show up to be the business owners that we want to be, the light workers that we want to be. We can show up to be the mothers or the fathers or the siblings or the spouses that we want to be. And so we dive deeper into each layer by talking about these aspects of soul work and these aspects of how can we do better, how can we, in a space that's not pressured, but from a curiosity and from genuinely wanting to become someone that creates the life that we dream of. So if you're here, if you're watching in the Facebook group, say hello. If you are watching on YouTube, say hello. If you're listening on Spotify, welcome. You can always go to my bio and join the Facebook group so that you can join the conversations live, and you can join to our monthly prayer circles so that we can be in community together, because that is where the true healing happens, where we have the mirror neurons, and we have the capacity to be witnessed and seen in these sticky or uh, things that make us feel wobbly in our life. So welcome. Today, we are really diving deep into the energetic ties to unlocking those core pieces of who we are. So just take a moment to shake off the day. If you haven't done that before you started watching this, just take a few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Place your feet flat on the floor. Breathe in through the mind cauldron, letting go of the day. And then breathing your breath into the heart cauldron or the middle cauldron. And then bringing that breath into the lower cauldron where the belly, the lower belly, and the sacral live. And then connecting that breath into the feet, into the earth beneath you. Just allow yourself to arrive here in the moment. Today, we are talking about your energetic blueprint. This is the signature of your soul. This is the energetic map of your core essence of who you really are, what you're here to do, what you're here to express, and how energy moves through you. And so it's important to understand that when we say yes to this world, we say yes to this life experience, we are contracted to have certain experiences in our lives, have certain people do us wrong, have certain people test us to make us grow, to trigger us, or to be so fucking passionate about certain topics that you would be willing to lay your life on the line for them, right? um we have different ancestral patterns that come into play, like different generational strengths, different generational weaknesses that we have to overcome or to embrace. And this is also all stored in our chakras, our energy centers. And if you don't know what a chakra is, then prepare to have your mind blown, or maybe you are so used to what I'm saying that your eyes kind of glaze over when I talk about chakras. But for this moment, just come to this conversation with a beginner's mind. Chakras are our spiritual DNA. They allow us to shape and how it shapes how we relate to the world, our emotions, our patterns, our purpose. They are the different energy centers, the different archetypes that we express and we feel and we explore. And so I love chakra work because it's such a tangible way for us to um, navigate personal development. For instance, like um, our sacral chakra is where the womb is, or if you're a male, it's where the reproductive parts are at. And this is a space of great creativity, great power, great beautiful um understanding of who we are. And it also is a huge place that a lot of people hold shame. And so how you navigate the world, how you experience shame, how you um get triggered by those different emotions is going to be held within your sacral chakra. And so each of these energy centers, we have 7 main ones, but we have many more that we are not going to be unpacking today. But these are your energetic makeup, and you might be repeating certain loops or patterns or habits in your life that may not even be yours. It may be held in your root chakra, which has to do with your ancestors. And so you may be experiencing certain types of fear or way you need to feel safe, like trying to control everything because of something that has to do with an ancestor or a parent. And this is held in the root chakra. So chakras are these energy centers or these gateways between our physical body and our soul, or I like to call our spirit body. And each one is a different portal to these different archetypes or these aspects of our lives. So it's really, really important for us to understand, like, okay, if our, for instance, throat chakra is blocked, or I don't really like to say blocked because I don't really believe in it being blocked, but if our chakras are misaligned, our throat chakra is either underactive or overactive, that's going to cause certain types of chaos or lack of movement in our life. And so it really can distort the way we feel, the way we act, the way we connect with people, the way that we are seen in the world, as well as the way we express ourselves. So when we navigate these different areas of our lives, our chakras help us to heal, they help us to um, really tap into that potential in our lives. So you guys following? Let me know in the comments, say hello. Hi. Um, this is where we can really tap into claiming our power. Or if you feel like you've been in a space where you've been giving it all away, like reclaiming that energy, reclaiming that power. And when I talk about living fully alive, like I'm talking about waking up in the morning, waking up feeling excited, you're feeling inspired to go about your day, even in the mundane, even in the days where you have lots of work to do or lots of things on your to-do list, or you have to go do all these appointments, things like that. Like even in the mundane, like it's a perspective of how you navigate life. And what does that look like to you? What does it mean for you to live fully alive? Talked a little bit about this last week, right? Making decisions that are aligned, making decisions from a place of being sure, rather than like, oh, I'll kind of throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it works, or I'll just keep picking these decisions that are harmful to me, rather than choosing to say no or choosing to say yes to something, an opportunity, when you usually hold yourself back. And this kind of way of navigating life, expressing ourselves, of being seen and really letting people in and feel you and know you, like true connection, true intimacy, being able to look someone in the eyes, maybe your spouse or your partner, and feel it in your heart and not feel numb or closed off to the world. These are things that are going to allow us to walk through life feeling freedom, emotional freedom, or feeling alignment with our purpose, feeling um, having a lot of vitality in our health. And so when we can unpack these emotional centers, um, allow ourselves to navigate life from understanding of that self-awareness of, okay, well, maybe my heart chakra's underactive right now? How can I bring more energy, activity, passion into that? Because the heart also represents passion, not just love. Our inner child is held in the heart. And so getting to know our energetic blueprint of our spirit body and our physical body, the chakras are a way that they connect and being in aligned with where we really are. And so I feel the most on fire. Like I love, love, love traveling. I feel so open. I feel so free. I feel so on purpose. Like when I travel and see Mama Earth and all the different expressions of like the mountains, the oceans, these different ways, different faces of God that I say, it feels in my heart is wide open. Like there's no wall between me and spirit. It's this energy is flowing through. And that is the way that I would love to live life every day. And of course, we're going to have hardship. We're going to have complications. We're going to have moments that are triggering or frustrating. But if I can navigate those things from a place of being with my heart open, more cases than not, right? I mean, we're going to be human. We're going to close off our hearts. But if I can live life that way, I'm going to be on my deathbed, like with no regrets, no withholdings of how I lived my life, how I served the divine, how I loved, how I showed up for my friendships and my family, things like that. And those are the things that are important to me. Those are the things that are going to make me feel fulfilled, right? My part of rebuilding humanity. And so what is that to you? What is that to you? Like, how do you live life on purpose? And how can you navigate life with less shame or less doubt, more confidence, more power, more soul and shine behind your eyes, right? You can see that when behind someone when you're talking to them. You can see that when someone walks into a room and they just like radiate this essence, right? Because they are living life alive and on purpose and open. So I have created a beautiful masterclass called Live Fully Live. It's because I see too many people. I created this and I channeled this in co-creation with the divine because I see this work being so important. So important. People living halfway, half living. People like unsure of what is important to them. They're not sure what their next steps are. They know there's something more, but they're empty or they're doubting themselves or doubting their power. They're making choices that keep them held back or keep them playing small. And I don't want to see people like this in my life that I love and I care for feeling this way, because I have these tools of these chakras, of this chakra work of knowing myself so intimately and being able to navigate life from that way, that if I do feel closed off, I know how to get myself back open again. And so I created a masterclass. It is next Thursday. It's actually on Beltane. I'm so excited. It's perfect energy for this awakening or this opening of like what we want to plant seeds in our life. And if you decide to come to this masterclass, it's completely no cost. It's free to join. You're going to learn how to decode these energies of the chakras. You're going to understand which chakras shadow or the main most popular chakras. I'm going to explore the shadow and the light archetypes within them. And we're going to have some shamanic practices to help awaken that life force energy. So it is for empaths, highly sensitive souls, light workers, intuitives, healers who are ready to embrace their full power, who want that, who want to embody that fucking that version of you that goes out there and loves and enjoys life instead of living on autopilot. Is that you? Let me know in the comments. Say, hell yeah, that's me. If you're coming already, let me know in the comments. Um, we are going to be gathering next week. I will be selling this masterclass full price afterwards. So if you want to join us, it's like I said, it's on the 1st, May 1st. It's in the evening. I think I said 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Um, go ahead and drop a heart emoji, or I will also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will drop the link on there for you to watch and join. And if you're watching this after I have already facilitated this beautiful thing, you are more than welcome to purchase it, to allow yourself to open up to what is here for you in your life. What's your next steps? What is your action plan for tending to your soul, for tending to living life more on purpose, more passionate, more prosperous for you? I want that for you. I want that for myself. I'm also showing up and doing the work myself. So if you feel like your soul is saying yes, drop a green heart emoji. I will give you the link. And we're going to be doing that next week. So there'll be no show next week, but I'm so, so, so excited. We've got a handful of lovely, amazing souls that are coming and being in sacred space with us. If you've never had a virtual masterclass or workshop type experience with me, it's very hands-on. We're going to be talking, we're going to be sharing, we're going to be learning. And of course, I got to add my shamanic bits in there too. So if you want to join, green heart emoji in the comments. We'll see you then. And until next time, I thank you so much for taking the time to show up, to listen, to do the soul work, for helping to raise the energy of the collective. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can Facebook message me or email me at bostonsummerhealing@gmail.com. I love you guys. I bless your lives. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you guys on the masterclass. Bye. Namaste.